What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. This is episode 258 for your October 8th, 2022. I'm your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining us right here on your Saturday afternoons, wherever you may be. We got some guests here tonight, people. All right. This is going to be a great show. This is the Extreme Rules 2022 preview and prediction show, as always. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and then we can get started. But man, how the heck are you? It's Extreme Rules night, guys. Let's get this thing going.
I'm ready. I'm excited. My name is John Boy Bebop, John Boy or Johnny. I'm super excited. This should be a good show in Philly. So hopefully we get some ECW vibes.
Hey, yeah.
I am Romando. The handle is Odemore, also known as Johnny's best friend in the whole
That's right.
And
I'm hoping to one day climb up that title pole.
Dude,
you're high up.
You know what? You guys, you three, I couldn't pick a better, I've had deep conversations with all three of you on so many different levels. So I'm happy, and thank you so much for the invite.
No worries, man. We love it.
I'm Darian. I go by WrestleSpot. You can follow me anywhere with this yellow logo, and I'm happy to be with these guys. Let's talk wrestling.
You guys know WrestleSpot quite often as of late. So yeah, guys, this is going to be an incredible show. 6 matches on the card. It doesn't seem like a lot, but trust me, we're going to be seeing a lot of wrestling tonight, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But guys, before we get into everything, I want to let you guys know that all of these guys' TikToks, their links are down in the description below. So if you guys don't follow them at all, I don't know how, because I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your lives if you don't. Go check them out. They're all in the description. Oh, shit. Hold on. Marissa. Hey, what up?
Hey, here we go.
That's my dog, Marissa. Fellow Yankee lover. Marissa's my dog.
Yeah. Shout out to LA Knight real quick.
I like what they did with him the other day.
I freaking love it, bro.
He's like, don't call me that. Who I am?
Yeah.
It was a good way of doing it too.
Yes, very much so. This is
awkward because I have to tell Marissa that she's my favorite TikToker, but then also look at Ramondo and be like, "You're really my favorite."
It's a tough one. Don't worry, I got you, bud. Marissa's your favorite.
Yeah, Marissa's favorite.
Oh, bro. So guys, before we get into everything, I do kind of want to just, do the whole YouTube thing. I mean, you kind of got to do it because if you don't, it's not going to get pushed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live, as we go live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday for you guys' enjoyment. I don't know how I do it, but I do. And then obviously during the weekends for these pay-per-views, because it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys want to tune in after the show for Extreme Rules, because we will be going live again for our Extreme Rules just reactions and our review of the show. So come on back right here to Outside the Brand to do that. You guys can follow all of us on social media. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, at PhillyMatt_, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun over there on Twitter, as I will be live tweeting throughout the show. And yeah, guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get right into the thing. And, just, overall thoughts heading into this pay-per-view so far as we approach closer to Philadelphia and Extreme Rules.
Somebody go ahead.
You know what? I got to be honest. I've missed the last 2 weeks of Raw and SmackDown. So I get, I've been catching, little tidbits. You know what, Phil? May I argue with you for a second?
Okay.
I think you need to give Logan Paul a break. Have you?
Shit.
Marissa's about to be upset.
Hear me out.
I respect him as a wrestler. Don't get me wrong. He showed up.
The dude, he has his chodish ways, but I think
He froze up.
Oh.
After he
Aw,
said
shit.
chodish ways, which is the best line
That's
I've
actually
ever heard.
crazy.
Wait, what happened?
You
It was
froze up
just,
on
it was
me.
just a freeze.
You froze
Okay.
up on me. You're good
All
now.
right. Well, what I'm saying is, I think this match is going to be a lot better than you think it's going to be. I think Logan Paul has proved himself to be, at the very least, athletic enough to keep up. Terrible on the mic right now, but I think a lot about The Miz. And if The Miz was starting off now, everybody would fucking take his head off. And look who he is now. 2-time WWE championship, 2-time Money in the Bank, 8 tag, 8 intercontinental. The dude, and 2-time, he's The Miz. I love The Miz, but I'm just saying, be nicer to Logan Paul.
As a competitor in that ring, I respect the hell out of him because he showed up and he proved to a lot of people, including myself, that he is willing to take this as seriously as he possibly can. Outside of this, I don't care. I don't respect the guy. But
Right.
as in the landscape of this company, I'll give him a chance, and I have given him a chance. But
I think with the
Roman,
maturity,
please squash his ass.
Marissa going off in the comments, by the way.
I know, I see that.
I see it.
She's
I
going
see it.
off.
I just saw that. Sorry, Marissa. We don't have to agree
Does she
on
want to come on in
everything.
here real quick? Because I mean,
Yeah,
we
we
can get her
don't-
in.
We
So-
don't have to agree on everything.
So what I will say about Logan Paul is I think that he was smart to go into wrestling because I think that wrestling fans will accept whatever. The thing
Yes.
that I am very worried about Logan Paul, one, also, I would like to give him a compliment. I don't know if you guys have ever had Prime hydration. I wasn't drinking it because my man was like, you need to get Logan Paul's juice. And I was like, I don't like that sentence. And then I had it. Listen, the Icy Pop, I haven't had the blue raspberry yet. I got to try that. The Icy Pop hydration Prime is top tier.
I
It's
tried the
just-
red one yesterday. It was actually really good.
I have not.
Wait,
I have
they're
not
so
had a
good.
Prime yet.
It's strictly for hydration?
Yeah, it's like a
Hold on, real quick. I think I have the bottle.
it's like the type of like a Powerade or like a body armor type thing.
All right, Marissa.
Because
no
I
worries.
know body armor. I mean, body armor is good if it's on that kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
realm.
it is, and it's so good. So shout outs to I want
Yeah,
to
hydration
Prime
drink.
sponsor.
Hydration.
Yeah,
I'm
What,
gonna
do
get-
you
I'm
got
gonna
it
give
on
it a
you?
chance. Do you
What's
have it?
You got
Yeah,
it on
yeah.
you, Wrestle Spot? Oh, he's got it on him.
He's got it on him.
Let's get a sponsorship going.
You would say it's delicious.
Listen,
It
Logan.
was fire.
I
It was
don't
fire.
I don't like you outside the ring, but inside the ring, I kind of like you. So if you want to do a little bit of
Oh, you're
sponsorship,
still gonna get killed by
I don't
Roman,
ca- please,
Yeah.
Still gonna get
I,
killed
I,
by
I'd love
Yeah.
to.
So you got two people that you specifically dislike going at it today: Roman Reigns and Logan Paul.
That's at Crown Jewel.
Oh, okay, that is
Yeah,
a.
it's a grudge. But so he said Wrestle Spot, stop it. But my worry for Logan is that he doesn't want to be heel.
No,
And I think
He needs
coming
to.
in with the way that just like the perception is, I think that he
He
saw like
has to.
the way that he did have this career trajectory and like he fell to like he was like number one most hated person on the internet.
Right.
And then he's had a redemption with all the KSI and stuff and Prime because it's a great drink. But then I think that he was like, oh, so people like me again. And it's like, yes, there is a bubble that people do like you, but still
Yes.
more people don't like you.
Right.
And so I think that he's struggling to have that. I think if he does embrace being a heel, that he's good.
He can do a
He's
lot
good.
more.
So the way,
He's
the way he talks, his character is like very unlikable. So it's so
He's
easy.
very.
The way
I
it's so
agree.
easy for him to be a heel. I don't know why he doesn't want to embrace that.
Even in his interviews, there's such a level of, this is my opinion, of immaturity,
Yeah.
but it doesn't come from a bad place. He just
No.
speaks to, like, for example, Roman Reigns is an elder. Like, Roman Reigns is a grown-ass man with 5 kids, and they're not on the same level. And just the way he was speaking to Roman Reigns, if it was me, I would throw a little more sirs in there. You know, just maybe not exactly sir, but I just think the way maybe that could be my culture, but we're not equals, I guess. So there's a certain way the way he was talking to Triple H was a little too familiar. So that's some heel shit. Like, he's just a heel. He is. And
it's way easier to be hated than it is to be loved in this business. And I think that's kind of what
especially
Logan,
for him.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what Logan just has to kind of just accept at this point. But
nobody likes you.
And I seen in that promo yesterday that Roman, I almost felt like Roman kind of felt bad a little bit because he was like, "Don't worry, they did the same thing to me when they were booing him." And he was like, "Don't worry, they did the same thing to me, and now I'm the greatest of all time." I felt like it was almost trying to like coddle him a little bit. And I'm like, man, if you just like, I don't think that needs that. Like, if you just make him heel, then honestly, like, if they want to do something where Roman defeats Logan Paul and then like Logan ends up joining the bloodline or something, you know, as just like a little like
like almost a pity gift.
No, to be like, all right, kid, like now you see what this really is. Like you see that like there's a clear difference here. And so it's like, you know, you can join me and I can teach you. And, you know, Logan's not going to be like on SmackDown every week or anything.
No.
She's somewhere. We got to talk about Riddle. But we're like, he's not going to be on SmackDown every week. But if they do that promo and like make him bloodline and then like have Logan like on the podcast always wearing the t-shirt or something. Yeah. And then like if somebody like slanders Roman, he's like, no, not my tribal chief. You know, like I think that could be a kind of a fun little thing that they do with Logan. But I hope that he's not like, I can't. Because he was like, I never want to be heel. I always want to be babyface. And I'm like, bro,
it's not gonna happen. Triple H will change his mind, and once he gets to know the business a little bit, that's what I think. He's still learning the ropes, and I don't think he fully. The dude didn't even know what a what chant was. He doesn't fully understand. We know more about the business than him, and we don't have a snowball's chance of getting in the ring.
Yeah,
it is. I got in the ring one time. Never again.
I've never been in the ring. If I ever go in a ring, I'm just gonna start taking bumps for no reason, just throwing myself back and see what it feels like.
I trained for a while with a wrestling company, IWA, for a while. Shout out Bull Miller, who was my trainer.
How did that? He looked uncomfortable.
You said what?
Do y'all think he looked uncomfortable in his promo last night?
A little bit. I thought that it was. I won't say it was the John Cena Roman Reigns level that like you could visibly see that like Roman was uncomfortable when Cena was on him. But I think that Logan was a little bit like he was a little like, I'm out of my realm here.
He just doesn't want to be a bad guy. Like, and it's good that shit that you pointed out. That's such a veteran move. Like, there's clearly in a promo, and he still took the time out to be like, they did it to me too, but still kind of made it part of his character.
Yes.
But that was a brief moment, like when you're like in the shit where somebody puts their hand on your shoulder and be like, yo, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happened. That was a solid move.
Yeah.
All right, Zay popped on in here real quick because I messaged the wrong account, and that's the reason why he wasn't here this entire time. I did message you. I just messaged the wrong account.
I was almost hurt. Y'all didn't.
I feel like I've known him here. I feel like Zay is my younger brother. Like I've known him for my just very like everybody. You from Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have like, because I'm from the Bronx, so I'm right there. You just have like. I just want to make sure you're okay all the time.
But yeah, Zay, welcome to the show. He was last time in the parking lot of the Wells Fargo Center, as far as I was aware of. So he's, doing this thing right there. But yeah, guys.
They're going to the show, right?
Huh?
They're going to the show, right?
Yes, Loff is going to the show. He's gonna have a ton of fun with this whole, this whole card, and then obviously the big thing that everybody's trying to figure out, who the fuck is this White Rabbit shit? It's gonna culminate tonight. I hope at least it does, because if it doesn't, people are just gonna be like, all right, what the fuck is really going on?
I haven't gave that White Rabbit not 1 ounce of my energy. Like because like I hate not knowing shit. So the more I get into it, the more badly I'm gonna want to know, even though we all know, but then there's the possibility we'd be wrong. And then everybody else going back and forth and like, who's the White Rabbit? I'm just gonna wait.
It's freaking QR codes, man.
That's exactly how Marissa is. She'll be like, she's like, I don't care. Like whenever like it comes, it'll pop up and whatever. And I'm like, no, I want to like look into every single like little detail.
You're like me.
And she's like, why? It's not gonna make a difference. Like she's like, it's still gonna be the same person.
I feel like the story is fun.
I didn't hear you.
Hunting down the story is fun.
Yeah.
I've only done a few personally.
Technical difference.
Just sometimes running it down is a little bit fun. Just trying to sleuth yourself through. You feel like a detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al Snow's gonna come out. It's gonna be Al Snow. I'm telling you.
Bro,
Is it with his head? It is a white. It's a white bunny head, right? It's just a white bunny head.
Don't say that because my dad's favorite, who he thinks is the most underrated wrestler of all time, is Al Snow, and I'm like, that's
Really?
such a
Okay.
random person to pick. Why?
He's not
That
wrong.
is a very
No,
valid
he's
pick,
wrong.
though.
But he's
No, it's a
very
bad pick.
You
No,
think so?
Yes.
I think
Well,
it's a very valid pick.
I think the
Al
most
Snow is
underrated
super
wrestler
talented.
ever is Goldust. Period.
That's a good pick.
That's a
I didn't
good
think about
pick.
that.
That's
He's
another
the
good
most.
one, yeah.
He's to me.
What's
He's
up,
the most
Brandy?
underrated person to ever hit the ring, and I always found Goldust to be like a great character. Like I loved when he was shocked or when he was extra flamboyant.
Right.
When he gave Goldberg the fucking the wig, and he was just like, got you a gift. Please, I don't like it. And Goldberg was just like, it's gonna look a lot better on you than it does on me. Thanks. Yeah, Goldust, and then he's really good in the ring. That snap body slam that he does, that Orton does too, and the whole Goldust is a very underrated and underappreciated.
Yeah,
I feel like
Goldust
Shelton
is
Benjamin's
fantastic.
got a. Oh my bad.
Shelton.
No, Shelton. Yeah.
Shelton
Benjamin's
came
got a
up-
good place.
Dude, Shelton came up with Batista, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar. His class was the John Cena class.
Yeah.
He just was, and he's good. Shelton can keep up. He's had bomb matches with Shawn Michaels. He just never got the love he deserved. Plus, he keep getting hurt.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of where he's at right now, where obviously they're not using him, but like the fact that like they're not using him is just completely criminal, and the fact that he can hold his own against anybody out there, it's just But all right, guys, let's get right into the show. All right. Ramondo, now you gotta go, man. Dang it, man. All right.
I was trying to be low key, but because I have to be somewhere at 2:30 my time. And I keep fucking up. I do that to fucking Darian all the time. That's why I haven't hit him up. I'm very bad at this. I just got so much on my plate that I'm not doing. My balancing act is no good.
You're good, bro.
But I promise I'm gonna make this up to you. And I always try to do as much as I can for you guys from over here.
You came in, you brought the vibes in.
I had to sit down with you guys, even if it was for 30 minutes. I had to sit down with you guys. You guys are my fucking favorite.
Quickly, right. I just want to personally say thank you, Ramondo. Not going to say why, but personally, thank you. I deeply appreciate it.
No doubt. I know what you're talking about. You're welcome. Anytime. Whatever you guys need, bro, hit me up, all right?
All right.
Love you, bro.
You have my number. Darian, you got give these two guys my number. How do you not have my number yet?
I don't know, bro. I mean, I contact you anytime, but like it feels like it's just through TikTok.
Yeah. We'll talk, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you,
Much
bro.
love, brother.
Appreciate it,
bro.
All right. Have a good night.
Real quick, Phil. I just want to acknowledge, John, that the game is going to the bottom of the 15th.
Holy
Jesus!
God!
What the hell, bro?
God, man.
You're kidding.
I'm not even a Rays fan, but I'm just wearing a hat that says.
It's legitimately 0-0, like the bottom of the 15th. Like it's just nothing.
I know what they got to do. Honestly, if no team can score, you have to put the Pirates in the playoffs. So do it. Pirates versus Yankees. Let's go.
Oh man. All right. Let's get right into the show, guys. If you guys liked what you heard so far, make sure to hit that like button as well. We're trying to get this to at least listen, with this group of people, I should see no less than 20 likes. Nothing less.
Oh, ball game.
Ball game?
Walk off?
Guardians walk off.
Guardians. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Shout out to
All
Ohio.
right. There you go. So nothing less than 20 likes. Get it there before the end of Extreme Rules tonight, and we will be all set and ready to go. All right, guys, let's get this going. I said that like 50,000 times already, but we're gonna do it right now. We are gonna be kicking things off with a match that is the first ever ladder match for the women for a singles championship. That's what they say, at least. And it's Bianca Belair defending that championship against Bayley in that ladder match. The Rollins title is on the line. How have you guys liked the build so far? I mean, obviously, Bayley is the leader of Damage Control, and obviously, Io Sky and Dakota Kai are the tag team champions right now. How are you liking this feud? Is it a little bit off to you in some ways? What's really on your mind when it comes to this?
I'm a big fan of Damage Control, Phil. I think that you're losing a little bit of interest in Damage Control. I have seen the same thing from a lot of people, so I'm interested to hear how everybody else feels the way the Damage Control has been
I
booked
like
lately.
Damage Control as a whole. It
Mhm.
just feels like it's missing something to me. I don't know why.
Do you think an extra member or just like a different kind of like story or edge?
Edge.
Yeah.
Oh,
But not Edge, because Edge.
not
Someone say
not
Edge?
the actual Edge, not Adam Copeland, just another type of thing.
I'd have to agree. They need a little more like roughness to them. I kind of feel like they're playing it too safe to be called Damage Control.
I do think I like the way they did it on the end of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
beat the crap out of
Like
Raw.
they need to be destroying all their opponents after their matches.
Yeah.
Dominant Nexus style type shit.
I like him as definitely as professional wrestlers. I've loved Dakota Kai since her days in NXT, even before when she was like that baby face, like Bayley, almost like Dakota Kai. Like she was great then. Io Sky, Shirai, whatever you really want to call her, one of the greatest women's wrestlers out there in the world today, easily. And Bayley, I'm a Bayley stan, so I always have to love my girl. There's just something about it.
Side note, does Io Sky have the best moonsault in wrestling right now? She might have my favorite moonsault.
You can argue it. It's my favorite right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle's not wrestling anymore, so yeah.
Right. Yeah. And Charlotte has a good moonsault too, but now she lands on her feet more than she actually like hits the moonsault. So
she's always landed on her feet. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of just not really there for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to let you guys do your predictions first, because I feel like it's a lot more evenly matched for prediction wise than I thought it could have been. Honestly, from what I hear around the community.
Sorry, laugh. I got Bayley. I think Bianca's title reign has reached its conclusion. I feel like draft coming up, put her on SmackDown, give her some more matches, different roster, different talent pool. I don't need to see Bianca as champion anymore. Give it to Bayley, give Damage Control some edge, and let them fuck shit up all the way to Mania.
what about you, Russell? What?
See, I'm a big Bianca fan. It kind of sucks because I still believe Bianca and Becky Lynch was at WrestleMania was like a match of the year contender.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
does great work. I'm just not feeling her title reign anymore, and that's not really on her. It's just what they've handed her a lot. This storyline's not really doing it for me, but I do think a good way to freshen things up is if you give Bayley the title.
And you?
I'm gonna go with Bianca because I still think that her title reign. I still think that she needs a little bit more with her title reign. I think that she should have an important run, and I don't know what was it. It was her going through Becky, so I think that hopefully Bianca goes through 2 or 3 wrestlers before her title reigns over with, maybe at Mania or something like that, or maybe even like Royal Rumble. But I still think that Bianca's keeping the title.
I got Bayley.
Really? Wow! Goddamn! Yeah.
I got Bayley. I think it's just time. If you're gonna capitalize on this Damage Control and you want them to actually, be a threat in this women's division, you give Bayley that championship and you have him hold practically all the gold within the division. Plus, with War Games coming up in November for Survivor Series, War Games with all those championships, with a few more people involved, it's going to be an uphill battle for the babyface team with Damage Control and their other partners. So I think like you capitalize on that, and I think it's Bayley's time. Bianca's reign, to be completely honest, and I've mentioned this on other podcasts here, it just hasn't done anything for me. It hasn't. I love Bianca. Don't get me wrong. I think Bianca's obviously one of the best out there, and she's easily the future. But ever since WrestleMania, what has she really done with the title?
I think what I hope to see is that Bianca's title reign is like genuinely having match of the year candidate matches. And though I don't think that her and Becky at SummerSlam was that caliber, she had the one at WrestleMania. And I think that this one, we got 6 matches. We talked about it on the card. There's not a ton. Give Bayley, like I look at Bayley versus Bianca on paper in a ladder match, and I'm like, that's match of the year contender match. So I hope that we get that. Maybe another feud with a different wrestler if Charlotte comes back and she gets involved with Bianca or whoever it is, and she has another like top tier match with them, and her kind of title reign is remembered as like she's had banger matches, like a Kurt Angle type title reign.
Yeah, listen, if she retains the championship, I'm not going to be mad. I love Bianca, so it's going to be fine.
I hope I'm wrong,
but yeah, Loff. He would be here, but he's at the show, so he just wanted me to tell everybody, yeah, that Bianca's winning. So yeah, he has Bianca winning this matchup. And you guys know other OTB members as well, like Nate and Megan and all of them. They sent me their picks as well, and Saul. Can't forget about my good man Saul. Nate has Bayley. So Nate has Bayley. Megan, she has Bianca with Becky's help. I don't know how that could work, but Becky a return there. And then Saul with Bayley. So a lot of OTB is going with Bayley here to capitalize on damage control. So yeah, we will see there. Next match. This match I feel is just going to be absolutely brutal. Huh? What's that?
This man John is shooting a vlog.
This match I feel is just going to be absolutely brutal. I don't feel like the build has kind of, gotten to like a real strong point, but either way, it's going to be a great match. Drew McIntyre, Karrion Kross for the strap match. I think this is going to be absolutely brutal. I just don't know if the build has been getting up quite like there as many people would probably have liked it to.
I think the build definitely hasn't been there. I don't think that we truly know why Kross is like headed towards Drew. Like, I guess, it was putting himself kind of shooing himself into the main event with when Drew was feuding with Roman. But now we don't exactly know like what his biggest issue with Drew is. And Marissa said, I'm already bored. She does not care.
Wait, I was gonna say you're bored of the show. Listen,
no, I think she means Drew versus Kross. Yeah, she hasn't been a big fan of it. But I don't think that it's gonna matter truly, because I think that this is where the White Rabbit comes out. I think this is where Bray. So I think that no matter what, they could have a 5-star match. I think the biggest thing in this match is going to be Bray. So if there is a match to be shorter, I think it's probably this one.
I think the build has not been there at all, but it's going to be a great match. I don't think it should be cut short, and I don't think it should be on the right words when the White Rabbit appears, because it just doesn't make sense to me, because this should be a match in its own. Let the match speak louder than the build. If you kind of match it up, then what was the point of getting these two together?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So hopefully this isn't that. Oh, okay. Hopefully that isn't the case.
Yeah.
You're good, brother. You're good.
Definitely lacking build. It's because it's basically just built off of Kross just attacking him one night, right?
Yeah.
The basis of it. But it's not really doing it for me. But I'm excited about the match itself, because the strat matches should be cool, physical. I'll take Kross here just because it's his first big feud.
I'm taking Kross as well. I think that Kross wins, and that stipulation of the strap match is going to be something to do with like them, Drew not being able to get away, and that's why I think the White Rabbit comes in, and that they're going to attack Drew because he can't get away with the strap.
Cool. Zay, you picked somebody, right? You picked.
Oh shit! No, I did not.
Oh.
Drew McIntyre.
You got Drew. Okay, interesting. I got Kross here. I just feel like they're not gonna have him lose his first pay-per-view match, let alone honestly. Has he had a match yet on TV?
I believe he had one the night before Clash of the Castle. Or it was like taped, but yeah. It was like a squash match with roulette.
Oh wait, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, I just don't feel like they're gonna have him lose his first real big pay-per-view type matchup. So I'm gonna have him win, and that is most likely where the White Rabbit does come out. I mean, listen, we all practically know who it's gonna be, but you want to just say who you think is gonna be that comes out. I mean, it's not even a banner, but just just say what's on your mind about this whole White Rabbit thing.
It will be the one, the only, Joe Gacy. Come on.
Joe Gacy.
I don't care what fans think. I don't care what they want. I want Joe Gacy as the White Rabbit. Bray Wyatt can do whatever he's doing. He can come back some other day. Today is the day for the Gacy.
I like Gacy from NXT. I mean, it's not even too bad of a pick.
I'm gonna say it's Bray. I'm gonna say it's Bray. I think the let him in or let me in or whatever was the last QR code. I think that was kind of like the final.
And they showed Huskus the pig from the Firefly thing. So I mean, I don't know.
I do see this being a staple though.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Bray, but not as the Fiend. It's gonna be a new character.
Interesting. He'll be back. I got Bray, obviously, but I had an interesting theory sent to me on Twitter, and Relic, shout out to you. He's the guy that made the intro video that you saw at the beginning of the show. He said, what if the Wyatt Six is all the incarnations of Wyatt's career?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be his sixth incarnation of a character within his pro wrestling career. And I'm like, that's actually a very interesting theory. But because at first I was just thinking he's just not coming alone. He's bringing like 5 other guys, and the Wyatt Six is going to be like a stable name.
Yeah.
But the incarnations of his career being the Wyatt Six, it's a very interesting theory. I just felt like I had to bring it up because it was such a cool thing to hear.
Wait, so which ones am I missing? So he has like Husky Harris, Swamp, leader guy, and then are they counting like Swamp and then like Cult Leader as different?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. And then obviously
Fiend.
The Fiend. And then this 6th one is going to be the White Rabbit.
What's the 5th one?
No, I think it's Axel. One of them's Axel Rotten from way back.
Oh, okay.
From way back, yeah.
Okay.
So all those, and then the White Rabbit 6. It felt pretty cool.
I'm here for that.
I mean, if somehow he brings like all 6 of them into like his own character or whatever, and they just bring them out whenever it kind of just sees fit, that could be something, bro. I mean, that could honestly really be cool.
Yeah.
But Wyatt 6, whatever it could be, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
The next match is one that is it's absolutely brutal. And Johnny, I felt your pain last night on Friday Night SmackDown with the main event. I was legitimately almost raging on Russell Spott's show last night.
The fix is in, bro.
Because of the situation.
It was a Brazilian tap.
Bro, people trying to tell me it's a Brazilian tap. The only Brazilian tap that I recognize is Roberto Firmino when he scores for Liverpool, when he taps the goal. I'm not trying to hear no Brazilian tap stuff, all right? Gunther said to the ref, I give up. Sheamus is better than me. I heard it happen.
I legitimately was asking people on the WrestleSpot podcast when we were all there. I'm like, is it a legitimate written rule that you have to tap the mat 3 or more times in order for it to count as a tap out victory? I was like, dude, no, the man tapped out. I don't care what he said. And I definitely heard him say that Sheamus is just better than me. I
Yep,
give up all my
See,
hope for him.
Phil, yep.
And that's just it, bro.
Yeah.
Sheamus should be Intercontinental Champion right now, and the man, he's just criminally underrated. I don't know why people don't talk about Sheamus as much as people should. Sorry, Marissa. I know Marissa doesn't really
All I
like.
can say is the mat is sacred.
I know Marissa doesn't really like Sheamus all that much, but listen, you need to give him a chance.
She's coming around to Sheamus more than she's coming around to like Ali or Ricky Starks.
Dude, you gotta get her involved in those two,
I'm
man.
trying, bro. I'm so trying.
I love Ali, man. The Brawling Brutes. I just want Pete Dunne back, please. I mean, he's becoming more Pete Dunne as we see him, but like it's still Butch, or what I like to call him, bitch. It's just I don't know. This match though, this good old fashioned Donney Brooke match, this is gonna be insane.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm seeing. I'm going to say Brawling Brutes take this because with Sheamus losing, I think that Brawling Brutes take this. Maybe there's an attack after the match or something leading to Sheamus versus Gunther 3 because that's going to be happening.
It's going to have to come to a third. It's going to have to.
Yeah, and every time the third installment is better. Godfather 3, Transformers 3. Those they're definitely better than the other two for sure.
Now, I have to ask you, both of you guys can answer this. Which match did you like better, Clash or this match?
Clash. I still like Clash a little bit better. But I think that they're both great. But I preferred Clash.
Both of the matches were complete bangers, like Sheamus says.
Banger.
I mean, the match started like around my time of like 9:30, and I was like, "Oh shit! If they're giving them the entire rest of the show, bro, this is gonna be insane."
Yeah.
But yeah, I freaking love it all. Who do you got in this match, Spot?
With that wonky finish, I'm gonna go with Brawling Brutes.
Yeah,
because that's gonna set up the next the final. Gunther beats him again.
It's unanimous there. It's Brutes.
I wonder though. I wonder if the story is that Sheamus doesn't actually do it, and it's going to end up being Butch, and it's going to be Butch versus Gunther because of their history. I just wonder if Butch is going to play on the sidelines the entire time, or if he's actually going to end up being like the main guy.
I don't think Gunther gets pinned at all in this.
Really?
I think it's obviously going to have to be either.
In this match, yeah.
It's either going to have to be Ludwig or who that?
I want to call him Fabian Eichner, but Giovanni Vinci, yeah.
Giovanni Da Vinci. I call him Da Vinci because it's just, it's just perfect. It's Fabian Eichner. I don't care.
was pretty good though. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Marcel mode and there's Bartel mode. I'm telling you guys, we're gonna get Bartel mode, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna shine in this match. I'm telling you. But Brawling Brutes, unanimous decision there.
Yeah.
He has to win this match.
Yep.
And then Sheamus, come on, bro. You got to add to that legacy. Get that Intercontinental Championship. I do
absolutely
believe,
become the Grand Slam
third
champion.
match, he wins the championship.
Also, I think kind of going to another match that we're going to talk to in a little bit.
Yes.
Sheamus didn't win the Donney Brooke match against Drew, so I think Sheamus needs to win his match. So
it's a signature match, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah. Come on, Sheamus. You got supporters in here. You got supporters in here, so we got you. This next match, we haven't seen an I Quit match in fucking forever, it seems.
No.
But we got one tonight, and it's my good old buddy Edgington taking on Finn Balor. I know. I like him overall, but
hate Edge.
But yeah.
You love Edge.
I hate Edge.
You love Edge.
You have a clip. All right. That's it.
I'll get you one day to say it. And I'll have it recorded.
I just had to remember Cody Rhodes' theme song.
Hey, if we're talking Cody Rhodes, I can talk about him for like the next 5 hours.
Okay, do you know what? All right, so what do they say after they say adrenaline in my soul?
If you're doing the whole something Cody Rhodes thing, I'm not here for
No,
it.
no. Like, what's the actual words? Because that's what I did. It was.
And that's what made him say the speech.
Yeah, I had to compliment Edge because I couldn't remember.
I'll send you the clip, Phil, on TikTok.
You have to send it around. It's fine. It's fine.
Every fight out of control.
Hey,
Okay, well, all right.
No excuses.
I didn't know that. So.
Because people automatically should say something Cody Rhodes.
Right.
Freaking Dark Order.
Yeah,
I
the
love
Elite
the Dark
Room
Order,
for
guys, but like, bro, man, Edge, Finn Balor. I think it's gonna be a great match. Whether you like Edge or not, it is gonna be great. I think Finn and the Judgment Day are easily one of my top, like, just, stables, obviously, within the company. I think Finn looks a lot better under this Triple H role, than anybody would have ever thought. Rhea Ripley, she's the leader of this whole entire group, and I don't care what anybody says there. I think Rhea Ripley's just great. And Damien's just coming into his own. He's freaking scary, bro. So I love everything there. And Edge, he's just trying to be rid of the stable that he created. I think it's going to be great.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Y'all don't see me though, right?
Nope.
No.
I figured. Who cares? Anyway.
Listen, you know that saying in the back there, bro. It's just a black curtain. We'll show.
Yeah, Pat Curtin said I don't want to hear any laptop jokes. I'm talking to you, Phil.
It's okay.
But I do think this is the match. If White Rabbit doesn't get his own segment, I think this is the match that interferes in.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm gonna go with Finn Balor just because you can't have him lose again. Also, Edge saying I quit, so this one's kind of a toss up. But I'm gonna go with Finn Balor.
Okay, question. So, what do you think the White Rabbit does? Like, do they get like with Finn or against Finn, or how is that exactly?
So that's the other thing about it. If it is Bray, how you didn't bring him in as a heel? Because nobody's gonna boo him.
Yeah,
it might
that's
be one of the biggest pops of the year, especially in Philly. No one's gonna boo him.
Now, I mean, you do bring
Maybe
up
after
a
the
good
match?
point
Mm-hmm.
because the Fiend's first match was against Finn.
Mm-hmm.
So it could happen. I mean, I don't know.
That's interesting. I never thought about that.
So I don't know.
But Edge is losing because I hate Edge, so he's losing. Finn Balor should win. I don't know. I feel like something's going to happen with AJ here, though.
Interesting. Yes.
And
TJ brought up that they would use Beth to Edge say I quit. Something with Rhea and Beth.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think that's most likely what's gonna happen.
That's kind of my scenario as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they're gonna obviously the entire Judgment Day is gonna be out there in my scenario, and they're gonna either handcuff Edge to a ring post or something like that. Beth is gonna try to come out and help, but obviously Rhea's gonna get the better of her. Finn to the top, gonna coup de grace her ass, but he's like, listen, you have the entire, you have it all in your hands right now. You either say I quit, or I'm putting my feet into her fucking chest, and I am going to coup de grace her ass down to the ground. And then he'll quit just to save Beth. But he does it anyway, because it's fuck Finn Balor, and he's just gonna be doing it.
Right.
Just to get there, just like that whole not Edge and Randy Orton, Randy and Triple H scenario.
I love that idea.
I've loved it ever since I heard it from TJ. So I think I
Is that TJ Gatsby?
Yes.
I did that. That's a great idea.
I want Finn to win. I think Edge is gonna win. I do think this is the segment where the White Rabbit appears. I think they're targeting Edge. So on and so forth.
It's interesting that people have the White Rabbit showing up here.
Yeah.
I like it. It's just interesting.
Yeah. I'm here for it. However, if in all of this scenario, I really want Dom to have the mic and like tell Edge to say I quit while just repeatedly kicking him in the nuts. Because if he keeps doing that, he just keeps jumping up as my favorite wrestler of all time. I'll get a Dominic Mysterio tattoo if that's just his new gimmick. He'll be right up there with Jeff Hardy too.
Yeah, this is just going to be a great match. An I Quit match we haven't seen in quite some time, so I think it's going to be something great. And don't worry, Marissa, one more match, and then we'll talk about your guy. I got you on that. There's a reason why I saved Riddle for last. But yeah, up next, the Extreme Rules match for the SmackDown Women's Championship with Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey. It's Drowsy, not Rousey. Go ahead, guys. I mean, you like Liv Morgan, you don't like Liv Morgan, whatever way you like it, or don't. She's a champion, and she's facing Ronda Rousey. So who you got in this Extreme Rules match?
I really like Liv, and I think they've done a great job of making her feel way more like, what's the word? Like, I don't even want to say
a little bit more of a mean streak now.
She has a mean streak. There you go. Perfect. She has a mean streak, and they're doing a really good job with that. I don't know if WWE is going to allow her to beat Ronda a third time, just because you know how WWE feels about Ronda Rousey. So I'm going to go with Ronda.
I can't. Under no circumstances do I need to see Ronda Rousey anywhere near that title again. If Liv doesn't win this match, there has been a true atrocity in the professional wrestling world. I don't understand what WWE's compulsion with having bad wrestlers as their world champions, but SmackDown's a shit show right now if they put Ronda on that women's title. A complete shit show of terrible champions. So we need Liv Morgan to be our shining ray of light on SmackDown, give people a reason to watch outside of Sami Zayn. We need Liv. Ronda can just like retire, go get your one-on-one match with Becky when she returns. Either way, yeah, you need to get off my screen already, bro. I'm sick of it. It was cool at first. I thought it was done at Mania when Becky pinned her. Now she's back. It's a problem. We need to get her out of here.
Marissa about to say that Zay's spitting. But
I already went through it all on yesterday's pod with Russell Spot. So
he's not
if Marissa wants to hear spitting,
he's not wrong at all. I just don't see WWE doing that.
If Marissa wants to hear me spit, I got there on there.
So I think that Liv is winning this.
Yes. Thank you. Oh my God, it's unanimous.
Mainly because with the SmackDown roster the way that it is, I don't really know what they would do with Liv after the title loss, and I am very worried for that. And I think that putting the title on Ronda, I think Ronda is becoming more of a babyface. This kind of like her turning heel, kind of like badassery, has kind of like made the fans more into her. Like the moment she dropped the money on the table, when she came back, the fans were like, "Oh, we like this." And Ronda like immediately like live kind of just saw that and was like, "Oh, they like me now. Cool." So I think that Ronda is going to end up going back to a babyface and kind of be the babyface that's facing the bigger name, if it's a Charlotte or whoever is involved, but the babyface that's facing the bigger name while Liv is the actual champion.
What do you guys think of Shayna Baszler costing Ronda the championship somehow?
I would be here for that.
I would love that. Yeah, make Shayna the big baby or the big heel there. Yeah.
Because
Carrier.
If you can have Ronda take on Shayna possibly at Crown Jewel, that could be something I'd really actually like to look forward to.
Yeah.
I think that could be a possibility here. I think we're getting a return in this match. I don't know why, I don't know how, but and I even hate that I'm even putting this name out there. But if Charlotte Flair returns tonight, going after Liv Morgan for the championship, that's most likely going to be the landing spot for her. I think she returns to SmackDown. I don't think she returns to Raw. Yeah. But yeah, I have Liv retaining because she just needs to. And it's just going to be it's going to be a good match. I just don't want Ronda to win this championship. Her first reign was not all that relevant anyway. So Liv,
Liv
has to
Liv could
retain
win
there.
because the rules are in fact extreme.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I hope so. I hope so.
believability comes out the window when it comes to an Extreme Rules match. I don't care.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I also don't believe in the believability thing.
Yes.
I believed as a little kid that Rey Mysterio could beat Big Show and Great Khali at the same time because I believe that Luffy can beat Arlong in One Piece because as long as you're doing it and you're giving the story its like necessary care, I think anybody can be believable to beat anybody. Somebody said like Yoshitatsu could have beaten John Cena if you give it enough story.
Cody Rhodes beat Seth Rollins with one arm.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
One boob. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think that Liv is absolutely believable. Putting it in an Extreme Rules match also makes it a lot more believable. And I think that they've done a really good way of building it up so far of making her believable to beat Ronda. And I'd like to see Liv. You know what? If you want to do some ECW style stuff, I think Liv should come out in the ECW style, like crop top, and just start swinging kendo stick 24/7 until Ronda is just like knocked out.
Live
Hey,
from the
uh,
Wells Fargo Center. The
Mr.
man, the
Famous.
myth, the
Live
legend.
from
Lost,
there.
not famous.
Hey,
What's
I
that
love
sign
it.
say?
Subscribe.
What's that sign say? Come on.
Subscribe on TV. Love that.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
UTV. Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Marry me, Liv Morgan.
Marry me with Morgan.
I
There
think-
you go, man.
I see the sunlight didn't help.
What?
I see the
Damn.
sunlight didn't help your problem.
Shut up, yeah.
It's Sugarfoot out and about.
You know what I'm saying? Wait.
How are you, brother? What's going on right now?
We waiting in line right now. I just saw Tyler. Tyler's like up at the door.
Oh,
And we found a rabbit. We found a white rabbit too.
Nice.
oh, nice.
Look, hold up. Can y'all see it?
Oh yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit crazy. I took a picture with him, so.
Oh, hey.
We
Yeah,
looked.
hey, hey, on the low, did he have dreadlocks? You know what I'm saying? It was
No, I didn't see any dreads. I didn't see any tattoos or nothing. I'm scared.
Oh.
Oh,
scared.
damn.
Gaither.
It's just
I
an
don't know.
actual white rabbit. It's like the gobbledygooker.
Oh.
It's got to be so. It's Drew Gulak in there, bro.
It's true.
It's true cool. I'm a terrible host, so Nate, I'm just gonna read the rest of his picks until our main event. So Nate, he has Imperium, he has Liv, he has Karrion, Bayley, and Balor. So those are his 5. Megan, she had the Brutes, Liv, Bianca, Karrion, and Balor, and then Saul, Brutes, Bayley, Karrion, Balor. He only has 5. I'm gonna say he has Liv. He didn't tell me Liv or Ronda. So I'm just gonna say Liv, and if it's wrong, he'll probably just put it in the comments anyway. But yeah, guys, that was love right there in the Wells Fargo Center, or at least outside of it. At least he said he'll be right back. I mean, the connection's probably out there anyway, so it's weird.
Also, it is in the Wells Fargo Center. I would like to just call my shot for a second and say that is going to be the home of the 2023 NBA champion Philadelphia 76ers as well.
Hey,
Phillies winning the title this year.
all right, man. I mean, he's not a 76ers fan. That's more Bash's idea, but
It's disrespectful. Embiid's finally getting his ring.
oh boy. You want to talk basketball? I'll have you get Lof's number real quick.
That's wait, what team is Lofts?
He's Miami, right?
Yeah, he's a Heat.
Damn, that's disappointing.
I know.
That's disappointing.
I
I'm
know.
a Spurs fan, so we don't
I
have much
know.
time.
Well, hey, you guys had your
Focus
success.
again. I don't
Yeah,
watch
we had our
basketball.
time. We had our time.
I lost to him yesterday with the Grizzlies, so sadly, nah. But
You're a Grizz fan?
Grizzlies.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that though. I like that.
Yeah, no, like Grizzlies are like top, probably like top 3 with my friends. I love Ja. Ja's dope.
I have
You talking
never
about
heard
Ja all
nobody
day.
say they're a Grizzlies fan.
I know multiple Grizzlies fans. My uncle's Grizzlies.
Talk to Josiah. Talk to Josiah real quick.
Yeah,
He's
Grizzlies
a
fan.
Grizzly.
I hear nobody say they're a Timberwolves fan. I ain't heard nobody say they're a Nuggets fan in years.
I know a Timberwolves fan. I used to be a Nuggets fan because I was
Nuggets.
Philly, but I was really Iverson guy growing up
Oh,
because he
okay.
was short.
Okay, yeah.
He was short. I used to wear the Iverson Reeboks and get clowned because everybody had Jordans or like
No, those are
LeBrons.
clean. Those are
Yeah,
clean.
no, the Reeboks. I'd be trying to tell people, but they didn't.
People
Actually,
go back and wear them now, so they're frauds.
No, I have a photo. I didn't realize I had like those zip out cargo pants that I was like, maybe that's why they clowned me actually. And super long hair. But I wore an Iverson jersey every day. So then when he got traded to the Nuggets, I was a Nuggets fan for a couple years with him and Melo and JR.
This is hilarious right here by our good buddy here, Josh. Loft is the main reason why I hate the Heat with a passion. Okay.
2013 NBA Finals.
Damn.
If Loft ever catches that comment before he even gets on in here, or even just looking in the chat, he might have some words for you there, Josh.
Listen, man, I'm just glad that we didn't give Duncan Robinson like $100 million for him to be, Sheen from Jimmy Neutron.
Bro, yeah. All right, guys. Time for the main event. The match that honestly should be the main event, if anything. Marissa, if you're still here, we're talking about your guy. It's Matt Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins in the fight pit match with Daniel Cormier as a special guest referee. This is going to be an absolute classic, guys, from top to bottom. These guys have personal issues inside and outside the ring, so this is going to be getting a little bit heated real quick. And I'm not going to be shocked if there are going to be some legit stiff shots in this thing. I'm not going to be shocked at all.
Man, this could be match of the night. Between this one and the Brawling Bruce Imperium match, back and forth, they'll be in the match of the night. But I do think there's just no way WWE's gonna they're gonna give those lines to Rollins to say what he said about Riddle and not let Riddle get a win, at least one win in this rivalry. Because that's kind of crazy if they don't. So I'm gonna go with Riddle here.
I feel like Seth Rollins needs to come out with pictures of his kids on his tights.
Yeah.
My God, to Rick Rude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rub it in. Maybe I don't know. Like come out with a jacket that has like a family photo of his on. Like you got to do some fucked up shit with his attire. I need it. I need that one little last thing for Riddle fucks him up in this pit.
I feel like more realistically, it's gonna be like a picture of Randy or something. I don't know.
Just a family photo of Riddle and his former family on the back of his jacket or something like that. That would just be insane.
If he puts Randy on there, that might actually be more disrespectful.
Or Randy, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this is just gonna be awesome, bro. And Daniel Cormier being okay. Daniel Cormier being the special guest referee, that's just gonna be even more interesting because he has just history with both of them. So it's gonna be great.
I am actually very intrigued about the Cormier thing. I don't know where exactly it's going to go because Cormier is like an actively big Seth Rollins fan. Like he's made no bones about how much he loves Seth. But I don't like if they legit have Cormier get involved and have Seth beat Riddle. That is going to be insane. I've seen the reports that they talk about like if it's it could be Brock versus Cormier next.
Yep.
But I know damn sure I would love to see it if Cormier all of a sudden like starts to side with Seth and Riddle beats both of them in there or has Brock's help. But I know because of Brock and Riddle's history, that's probably not going to happen as well. This has to be Riddle though. Like this is the only one that I'm like, this is for sure happening. I think it has to be Riddle because Riddle he didn't win the fight pit match against Timothy Thatcher. So I think that this should be Riddle's win. Also, when you have the MMA guy and then Rollins is not an MMA guy, but I think that Rollins can earn a lot of respect. That's a fantastic photo.
That's great. That's a great photo.
I think if they really just allow like them to like go at it and Seth like stands like toe to toe with Riddle like going at it, and I mean like the last match had with Thatcher lost like 2 or 3 teeth in the match. Like if we get something like that out of Seth. And he has the match with Cody and then the match with Riddle like that. He's going to have some – I'm going to have to give him some praise even though he's not that great on the mic anymore.
What you got for this one, Zay?
Of course, like I'm a man, Matt Riddle. He needs to win. If Seth Rollins can speak all this disgusting to him,
and he gets no backlash or no nothing, then Seth might be the realest nigga I've ever met. But Riddle needs to get some get back here. You got to get it back in blood.
All right.
Put his block, whatever y'all want to say. I know people in Philly in the chat. Please, for the love of God, if Seth wins this match, it's again another L, bro.
And who wants to see? I like who wants to see Seth win? I don't want to see Seth win. Though I do think that this is probably Seth ends up winning, or Seth ends up losing this match and then beating Bobby on Monday and becomes United States champion.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just feel like Seth's gotten to a point where we actually want to see him get his ass beat. And then
yeah.
I think the things he said, and then you lose a fight pit match would be crazy. I don't
Yes.
Right. I mean, I was shocked when Seth won the match at Clash, to be completely honest.
Because if he loses this, the rivalry's over, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was shocked at that point. I got Riddle as well. Just like Johnny said, I mean, Riddle just kind of has to win this at this point. Like it's honestly just at that point now that like everybody just kind of reiterated after everything that Riddle got said about him and his family and all that, you just got to give it to him. This is going to be his element, but trust me, Seth is going to put up a freaking fight. There's a reason why they got him a submission to get inside the head of Riddle. Because you can only win by submission or knockout on this thing, so you can't pin him. Nothing. There's a reason why there's that submission.
The most satisfying finish here is Riddle knocking him out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like a straight up leg kick to the face. And
no. It needs to be his flash knee.
Yeah.
Imagine
with that. That'd be crazy. They got to use the.
It's too pretty for him not to get real late in the match. Seth can barely stand up. Hit that. Ooh, that's pretty.
So I have a little bit of a scenario here, going with that whole Daniel Cormier situation, because Johnny, you said that you really don't know what this whole Cormier thing's going to be about. I have something here that I think would kind of, fit into that narrative of possibly getting Cormier and Lesnar. So Cormier right now, he's kind of just, there as like maybe a babyface type of official and everything like that. But I don't think we have him as a babyface type thing for long. Yeah. What if
nobody's going to beat Cowboy Brock?
What if Riddle wins, right? And it's all going to be hunky-dory, like he thinks he's going to be celebrating with Riddle and all that shit. And then all of a sudden, we just see this man knock him the fuck out. See him knock Riddle out. Everybody's just booing the hell out of Daniel Cormier. And that way, he can be technically a heel going into a match with Brock Lesnar and obviously Daniel Cormier into Crown Jewel. Because let's face it, when Brock comes back, he's not going to get booed. So if you're going to capitalize on the babyface thing for Brock, even if he's not really a cowboy anymore, because Cowboy Brock was just a different level. I wanted him to wrestle in jeans. They just never gave it to me. But yeah, if they're going to capitalize on that babyface type Brock thing, have Daniel Cormier turn heel on Riddle and you do something about that.
I love that. Marissa's about to be her least favorite UFC fighter. Will be Daniel Cormier.
I mean, I'm sorry, Marissa. It kind of just ends on, Riddle getting knocked the fuck out by Daniel Cormier. But you know what? If it works out, it works out. And it gets
exactly.
Probably going to have so many messages from her after this.
Yeah.
But regardless, this is going to be great. I love this entire card. I think this entire card is just going to be banger after banger after banger. In other words, to Sheamus. Just final thoughts going in. You have like any, just one match that you're just desperately looking forward to. That one thing you just have to see.
I want to see the White Rabbit the most, but I think every Brawling Brutes versus Imperium is the one that I'm most excited for. I think the most likely best match is going to be Riddle versus Rollins, but I think the most dark horse underrated could be match of the night is Bianca versus Bayley.
Okay.
I want to see, this is me just dreaming, I want to see the sit down power bomb from the ladder to the ladder and have Bayley go through the ladder. from Bianca, because I think Bianca can do that.
What do you want to see kick off the show?
I think that it's either going to be Brawling Brutes versus Imperium to kick off the show, or I think it's Bianca versus Bayley. I think Bianca versus Bayley makes the most sense, especially if you're not going to have a championship match as the main event, because I think likely it'll be Riddle versus Rollins. I think then you kick it off with a title match.
Okay.
All I gotta say is I hope that they pace this out correctly, because it's gonna be really hard to keep the audience the rest of your card after you debut Joe Gacy. I mean, the crowd.
It's a Philly crowd. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult for people to just get more excited.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta think how. You gotta look at the numbers. SmackDown did crazy numbers over a video.
True.
A lot of these, the hype is there. My man Joe Gacy is gonna come through with the biggest pop of the night, and I just hope they put the right matches before and afterwards to make sure the main event still hits, because obviously this match needs to be the highlight of the night.
Okay.
White Rabbit's going to be Joel Embiid.
Oh, man. Very excited for it's like the B-level pay-per-view, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a really good job with those this year, actually. But match I'm most excited for, probably Seth and Riddle, for sure. Moment I'm most excited for is probably the White Rabbit, but that's the price they got to pay for making it so cool.
Yeah.
I just feel like, sorry, I forgot to mention this. The best part about this entire card, the tribal shit brick isn't here.
Okay.
That makes everything so much better on a monthly basis that I don't have to watch him wrestle to make content, because it's so much easier to talk about people who aren't just dog shit.
You're speaking lost language right now, so.
Marissa's language
That's why
too.
he's the chief operations officer of the Fuck Roman Reigns Society.
Yeah.
He's the higher ups.
Oh man. Guys, this is just gonna be absolutely great. That SmackDown premiere that kind of bled into this night. I mean, we really don't care about the ratings over here, but if you guys want to hear it, it's a 2.133. So I mean, it went down from last week, but you know, we're still at an all-time high for, you know, Extreme Rules, and it's gonna be it's just gonna be a great night. I loved it all. I'm gonna continue to be on here after the show, and we're just gonna be talking the shit. Let's do this thing, guys. Extreme Rules, absolutely love it. Just one final thing before we get the hell out of here. You guys just wanna, you know, get on with your day until we get to the show. Any final thoughts or not?
No, I'm getting ready to watch Ronda get destroyed. That's all I need to see tonight.
All right.
My dog was freaking out because I ordered pizza, so I'm really excited to eat this pizza.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to eat while I watch the show.
Get pizza.
Pizza might be, as Johnny said.
Yeah, pizza's gonna hit. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
No,
I want to
tempting
thank
to get
you
pizza.
three for coming on in. Johnny, it's always great talking to you, bro. Your
same.
mind with wrestling is just insane. So I love you, brother.
Love you, bro.
Spot, Zay, you guys are my dudes at this point. I mean, I feel like you guys are just legitimately a part of OTB, without even being a part of OTB. You guys are the honorary uses of this show, man. It's absolutely just great talking to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I run every wrestling podcast in the scene for some reason.
Hey, as you should.
I mean, hell, you're the #1 heel on TikTok for a reason, or self-proclaimed.
Say it again. Self-proclaimed. Nobody tell me someone who disagrees. I say this every time.
All right, guys. Have a good rest of the show, or good rest of the night, I should say. Enjoy the show, and we'll be right back here after Extreme Rules goes off the air. I will be live on TikTok for Extreme Rules, so if anybody wants to just pop in and say, hey, I'm right there, live reacting. So, guys, thank you. Have a good rest of the night. Stay safe. God bless, and we will talk to you
Scissor me,
on Monday.
yes.
Peace, guys.